In Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach's Ruin DLC, one of the endings you can obtain is dubbed the Brazil ending in the game files. This is acquired by not listening to Gregory's instructions and going left at the second intersection, leading to a glitched Fredbear cutout in a small area where the Vanny mask becomes accessible again. Donning the mask here takes us to a projection of an image of Gregory, Vanessa and Helpy on a hill, in a similar style to the final scenes of endings from the main game. We also hear Cassie panicking quite intensely, and the Mimic as Gregory saying he found a place to hide before fading to the credits. This all happens rather quickly, and is very jarring, so it can be quite difficult to make heads or tails of it when you see it for the first time. However, I believe the answer to what actually happens in this ending, and what it all means, lies in its name, the Brazil ending. An odd name for an ending where the characters clearly aren't actually in Brazil, right? I mean, I don't see Christ the Redeemer from that hill. Unless the name Brazil ending is not literal, but instead a reference. You see, there's a 1985 movie called Brazil, and in the ending to this movie, the protagonist, Sam, escapes torture in a government facility with the help of their friends, and together leave the city. Except in reality, they don't. The movie closes, showing the protagonist instead went insane and their happy ending was all in their head, and are left as they descend into madness. I believe this ending in Ruin is showing us something very similar. Cassie, after escaping into the AR world to avoid the Mimic killing her, is so scared she mentally breaks and imagines herself in the best possible outcome to her situation instead, escaping with her friends Gregory and Helpy and living happily ever after, while in reality she is trapped in the AR space. Need more proof? In the song Brazil that the insane Sam sings at the end of the movie Brazil, the lyrics in English bring mention of a mischievous brunette little girl, according to some translations. But it could also be possible that rather than Cassie going insane, it could also be that the AR system is showing Cassie this image as it is what she wishes to see, as we know that that is what the AR system has done before. Most notably, when Cassie uses AR to look at Roxy, she is no longer broken, but the AR shows an image of Roxy that is undamaged, as Cassie would want to see her, considering Roxy is her favourite. The Mimic then claiming they found a place to hide could imply that due to Cassie's overuse of the AR world, her mind has now been completely taken over by it. Similarly to the Tales of the Pizzaplex book Monty Within, she is overwritten by the Mimic. He found a place to hide within her. Of course, this is all just my interpretation, but I think it would explain why it is called the Brazil ending in the files. But hey, if you've come this far, maybe check out my live streams. I stream here on YouTube almost every weekday, and maybe you'll catch me going insane myself as I try to figure out this game's lore among other things, such as trying to beat the game deathless and as quick as possible. And please consider liking and subscribing so I know if I should make more content like this in the future.